Bidi Abeiku Santana Uti okay 101.7 FM. Memne da ena on my Ghana 7 December ye koto aba said ye Ghana emra ehye se enfie nan bia no ye beko abato so akoto aba eyi o mampani ene mrahye bedwafo 276 constituencies and a year parliamentary. One constituency ejina homa presidential na endra around this time if I say by 5 p.m. and electoral commission at the final results ebetuja His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a former president, has been re-elected as the new president-elect for the Republic of Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama inkudidia udi anano memledano na ansana yebako tuabano esese bebe yekoso obano eye spiritually asofo bi ehyenkom predicte said abatu ne beko but anyway ye spiritual predictions but ye be hwe eye research prediction eye abatwa yeto anano memleda researchers research into political polls and impact on election na sesi Ghana hano yeka research an international global research company agidimpa na info analytics global info analytics prediction via global info analytics a predicting including by elections nina ebemu na prior to the December 7 election you say global info analytics emma daily weekly predictions from constituency to constituency no more dem community to community region to region na enkoye emma MPP abaya owosoi but excuse me to say some fanatics of MPP shredded trashed this research from this international global info analytics. One of them Yenia Paul Adum Ochre. In fact, Paul Adum Ochre EDD global info analytics for them actually almost said the research, said the university PhD research. But anyway, the Paul Adum Ochre kai demom the global info analytics kai efa abatwa yeto no Saturday or car before. Na said your car any na ebemu eno nkomotwetwe na ye betwetwe okay 101.7 ewie media sida kese ene enmunyam hye ebema Openi Musa Dankwa the executive director and the head of global research at the global info analytics na ohwe ne post nominal letters yaka post nominal letters oyobi wa ben papa Okrane MSc, FCCA, MCISI, IARM, APMP. Oya Musa Dankwa, the executive director of global research at Global Info Analytics. He's also a lead poster in Ghana. Say Ghana oka a poster obi o research efa election ho a ni nyina bemua Ura Musa Dankwa. Kanena yenim poster bi te say Ura Ben Efsen. But best 8 years, equal 16 years. Ura Ben Efsen pulls our nyina emfa. Eti washa in recent time obi amfre Ben Efsen embisa ne niema. Ura Ben Efsen Daily Dispatch ebe predicte said Dr. Alaji Mamudu Baumia ebe wini amfa. Subsequent and previous elections are okay nyina amfa enti currently say your poster election poster okay bibia e predict efa election beba ho through researcher Owura Musa Dankwa Global Info Analytics ewie yensaka no yene no eba betwetwe enkomo. He's a lead poster providing clients with insight into geopolitical issues, political risks and election. Na enye no kwa omoye research bebre including business marketing research. Inti enye politics nkwa Now, prior to assuming the role of the executive director, Mr. Dankwa was an investment and risk analyst covering IT, civil, communication, and power infrastructure portfolios. Why are you iti politics ena ema sabe ye politics na ye ya na enkrofo intelligence capacity experience na ye throw to the ground na fe ye attack no Owura Musa Dankwa aye adwuma across many countries including United Kingdom, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, South Sudan, and he has served as a consultant for the World Bank. Iti obitia onkanche Paul Adumochre say Owura Musa Dankwa sabe or denigrate na dwuma oye no. Owura Musa Dankwa has been a consultant for many countries. He has worked with many countries including the UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, South Sudan, and he has served as a consultant for the World Bank, International Finance Corporation, and Costalia Strategic Advisors in USA. Now at Global Info Analytics, Mr. Dankwa lead political research and opinion polling. Now wabua enyuma any companies be brave. Now to better appreciate political system, Ghana's political system and election, and the risks and impact on investment, papai aya research, and now oba be research ni natural a quite bay a DNA ma abatui a course at the acquire. Before you behold the results of the election on Saturday, no, now on why research into that. He has helped investors to have a better appreciation of the political system, elections, and political risks in the country, as well as impact on investment. Enti enye electorates and say political parties in kwa, but multinational foreign companies in Ghana, konin chain, research, the share about to so ebenya wo manimu any wo so. Owura Musa Dankwa holds his Master in Science Finance from London South Bank University. Global Info Analytics Executive Director Owura Musa Dankwa, he holds his Masters in Finance, MSc Finance from London South Bank University. Osanso ye a fellow. Ye can be a fellow. We share the Association of Chartered Certified Accountant or a fellow. Osanso a member of the Chartered Institute for Security and Investment in the UK, and Osanso an associate for the Institute for Risk Management. Eti anyway yemi openi eba betwetwe nkomo say who follow election polls in this country for the past years. He is the leading pollster in the country. Mr. Musa Dankwa, good afternoon, and
good afternoon.
Patron, I'm promoting to send here. Prior to the December 7 presidential and parliamentary election, how was the pressure, the tension on you with regards to results and now polls prediction according to your research, especially on Twitter, X, and other social media platforms? Were you getting pressure?
No, to be honest, we're not under pressure at all. It's really easy because Ejuma had given us confidence. We don't have to worry, and we shouldn't be under any pressure. So we felt independent. We felt relaxed. In fact, so there was no pressure under anybody to do anything. But we were quite confident. I think we will be vindicated.
I know, sir, multinational companies, Ekwanso Dwoodwoo, election research and the impact on their investment. But with regards to a year December 7 election, why and the contractor will say conduct the research?
There will be a contract here. This is the area in terms of a public CSR, corporate social responsibility as a company. If your companies be brave, help the society to grow. And yes, you pick that aspect, just to help our democracy grow. You decided says 2019, we'll put some money aside to be doing regular opinion poll in Ghana, and then also about elections. So any the electors say we take money from our own customers who pay us for the job. Now they share how we can help democracy grow in this country using opinion polls.
How different has the 2024 December 7 election research be from other researcher? Why?
In 2019-2020, that was the first time we were just trying to find our feet. Even that, we were quite accurate in our predictions. But the year in 2020 cycle, 2024 cycle, it started the opinion poll way back in January 2022, long before NDC and MPP had gone to select anybody. But now you focus on key issues about for how about corruption. So we have so many of the key issues now are how we want to know where we are. And then near match up. Oh, say NDC for you Mahama now go against Baumia 1/12. So we're doing a kind of scenario until MPP for you Baumia and NDC for you Mahama. Then we had the two candidates and we started polling seriously.
In your opinion, election policy more predicted the outcome of the election. Say outcome not back said they more predicted now. Does it affect the integrity of your organization?
Not really. There are so many reasons why the outcome will be different, and indeed, nobody does a poll and have a precise outcome being the same as the polls because of the margin of error. And you didn't sample all the voters. In fact, even if you interview everybody, somebody can just walk in a polling station and at that point change his mind, and you wouldn't know that. So there's no precision when it comes to opinion poll. But so long as you believe, say, we found the right Ekwanso methodology and approach, and you can explain why the numbers didn't go the way it went, I think it is okay, because the polling is not prophecy, just a guide as to what could happen in the election if it was held.
Do you think, sir, global info analytics no predictions are political parties taking it seriously, especially the ruling party government, which is the NPP?
As far as NDC is concerned, I knew they were taking it serious because they've called us before to come and explain to them the numbers.
NDC framework?
Yes, to come and show them what the numbers are saying, what does it mean. And I think that's what Kukwanyelo who was singing on the radio, say, Omahai. But it's not just NDC. We do that presentation to other groups, including foreign embassies and also investors. So far, I remember. So we're even surprised MPP didn't call us. But it was okay.
So MPP for one frame.
What I mean.
Global Info Analytics more predicted the outcome of a year as seen by election. Ebemu pepepe. How and can be beyond some frame. You also didn't approach them. You didn't call them.
We don't approach people.
Okay.
Approach will be ne. Will be usually blackmail you. In this environment, they will blackmail you with it.
So how do you feel, sir? NDC for Ephraim Musamumbe explaining the polls prediction research now my and mono. Koku anyi do ho munyina started so mo keka nsem. Yebebo Paul Adum Oche. In fact, one of the Good Evening Ghana episodes or the Global Info Analytics esiho and na oyemu pasa. Today, that video is trending on social media, and I want us to take back and someone Paul Adumoche Ekafa Global Info Analytics or a year on prediction of the election.
This political research, Musa Dankwa, you are disgracing political research. What is this? Where is this coming from? What is this, Musa Dankwa? You are disgracing political research. We don't like that. If you didn't study political science and you want to learn it from some cocoa, please don't come and embarrass us. Steve Odo is an NDC man, but he will be embarrassed by this. What kind of research is this? What is this, Musa Dankwa? What is this? Oh, please. I mean, you see, when they do that, the people are disgrace political research.
Please tell Musa Dankwa to tune in. Musa Dankwa, global, he should tune in.
Tell him, send it to him.
Okay, so yeah, catch Paul Adumoche, sir, also in tuning in. Obiso catch Paul Adumoche, hold on for me. Obiso catch Paul Adumoche, say, Ontie, Sadia Paul Adumoche, good evening, Ghana. Na otiti Owura Musa Dankwa pasano, and Owura Musa Dankwa etiha. The predictions ni nyina ebemu said your kind. Paul Adumoche prior to the election, ebe discrediting global info analytics and especially the character, the personality of Owura Musa Dankwa as the executive director of Global Info Analytics. Now, a friend say in fact, or the picture nyina eto good evening Ghana. So yentie and someone Paul Adumoche ekae na yenji Owura Musa Dankwa ne reaction.
This political research. Musa Dankwa, you are disgracing political research. What is this? Where is this coming from? What is this? Musa Dankwa, you are disgracing political research. We don't like that. If you didn't study political science and you want to learn it from some cocoa, please don't come and embarrass us. Steve Odo is an NDC man, but he will be embarrassed by this. What kind of research is this? What is this? Musa Dankwa, what is this? Oh, please. You see, when they do that, the people are disgrace political research. Please tell Musa Dankwa to tune in. Musa Dankwa, global, he should tune in. Tell him, send it to him. DSTV channel 277. Producer, take this out of the social media, please. DSTV channel 277 and YouTube. Good evening, Ghana. Facebook. Good evening, Ghana official. Tell Musa Dankwa. Joyce Bauer, tell Musa Dankwa to tune in right now and listen to the way the PhDs do the statistics, not the thing, that thing. Okay, please go on. The results of the election will be a shocker because Ghanaians are getting to the point where they understand policy and they understand empty talk. The results of the election, it will be a shocker when the results start coming in huge bundles of Ghana must go. It will be a shocker to the people who think that you don't care about Ghanaians. You come and run the country and put off the lights and turn everything upside down and go. The results. Oh yeah, oh, Nami Woda Sewuji Nudia Obeya Mawuda Eya Wawe Juma no Yeho.
Okay, Paul Adumoche and Otiren Kano. Owura Musa Dankwa.
Yes.
How did you take Paul's attack on you, the credibility of your polls, and even to the point that you are not a researcher, and that is not how PhD for a research. So you could see our research and all those insinuations. But how did you find his reaction? Did it affect you in any way?
Not at all. Not at all. One thing he said that he was right. I think I didn't study political science. That is right. But I think I have self-teach myself. I've self-taught myself political science beyond the shores of this country. From the age of 14 or less, I have been involved in politics locally, globally, and across the continent. Very vastly educated on politics in Africa here. And I also do politics in the North American and the Middle East politics. Very well vested. But research, you don't have to have a PhD to hold a research. Anybody who has done an MSc degree is taught how to do research. And I was quite shocked, in fact, how some of the learned people that we have seen in this country conduct research. You see, you can be a social researcher. That does not make you or should not make you a political opinion poll expert. Some research are qualitative, some are quantitative. I do quantitative research, and the rest, I think, do more social research and stuff like that. And there are nuances in political research. It doesn't avail itself to those who do social research. In terms of credibility, I think credibility lies in the integrity of the person who is doing the survey, and also the transparency at which you display your methodology and approach. none of the surveys that we've seen so far is that transparent enough in terms of presenting the way you go about doing your work. I think in fact, we put forward our questionnaire well ahead of time before we even go to the field. And we'll tell you where we are going. We'll tell you how many people we intend to interview when we get there. We'll give you every bit of information that you need to know as a researcher. And to make sure, sir, we are transparent in everything we do. So on that score, I think he doesn't understand what polling involves. And perhaps he's been following others that sometimes don't even tell you their margin of error, their confidence level, and I think because it goes a certain way, he's happy with it. But truly speaking, when you put those polls before any international expert, they'll throw it in the bin. So we are very confident to the extent that, look, if people like, or companies like Fitch Solutions in the UK, all the leading investment advisors in the world, can put your report in their report to investors, it doesn't come cheaply. Recently, we were called by Goldman Sachs. You know Goldman Sachs?
Yeah.
They were asking permission for us to allow them to reproduce our report in their report to investors. We've had an engagement with Barclays Capital, UK, and had a meeting with their investors abroad to inform them about the political landscape in the country. That is the credibility that you must seek. None of the people he is mentioning has ever had this platform. But we've had a huge impact on the political landscape, I can say.
How?
Not at all. Not at all.
Paul how?
Oh, I know Paul. I know him to be he does things that are very weird in my view in terms of how he presents his program.
Okay.
Indeed, in fact, the week now is noise. He called me to take part in the program, and I refused.
Oh, after Paul,
yes, he called.
He had the effrontery to call
absolutely.
you.
I told him, I said, I don't want to lend my brand to their brand. Point blank.
Okay, so also we quantitative research and not qualitative. Can you walk us through the quantitative research methodology and the approach? Utmi arriving at all those predictions are needed to be done.
I mean, you must first learn from those who do it better. When it comes to quantitative research or opinion polls, the best places to look at will be the United Kingdom and US. On my end, for more than 50 years, almost 100 years, opinion polls. Now, your leading posters are our US. You read their report and take good things from it and refine it because I America. So you have people like Zogby, you have Rasmussen, you have what do you call this guy? We have Siena Poll, New York Siena Polls. You have so many of them, but the leading ones are the ones that have been doing it for the past how many years? And Gallup. In fact, you can't mention poll without mentioning Gallup poll. Okam report now, look, they have so many ways of doing research, and over the time they have refined it. But you can't intervene Pajamo and Ghana because we have different kind of systems, different level of literacy, different level of education, and so on and so forth. So what we do is if you are doing a political opinion poll, first and foremost, you must have a sampling frame. How are you going to share the sample across which part of the country? Based on what? So your first reference point will be the EC register. Well, the EC register will give you how you should allocate the sample. If Accra has most of the voting population, Accra gets most of the sample. If Kumasi is next, Kumasi gets next, Ashanti region get next. And then you have Eastern region, you have Central region. You divide or you share the sample based on each region's contribution to the register of voters. That's the first thing you do. And then once you've done that, then where in Ashanti would you go? Where in Accra would you go to? Then you have to kickstart what we call the random selection process. Because you could decide to go to MPP stronghold, you're not doing anything. If you go to NDC stronghold, you're not doing anything. So you must pick in a way that the sample selection is impartial, not biased. So we run a similar, what we call simulator, that has all the constituencies in Ghana in it. So if you are going to the country, you say, okay, we want to interview 110 constituencies. Computer, please pick 110 for us randomly. The computer will make sure that they will pick at least 2 from every region as a basis. And then the rest will be added based on the number of people who vote in those regions. So you pick it randomly. And then we allocate the sample to those constituencies. And then when you go to the ground too, you must ask yourself, where are you going to go in the constituency? Because Medina is big. Are you going to Medina Estate? Are you going to Nkwantanai? Are you going to Medina Zongo? Or you are going to New Road or what do you call it? This place, social welfare. So we have all the electoral areas of Ghana in the system, all the electoral areas, about 6,600 of them. So if you are going to Medina, we run a simulation to pick randomly 3 electoral areas in Medina for us to go randomly, so we don't control where we go.
Okay, Mami Busawe, since you take the register from Electoral Commission as the base, because enumuna ubenya or sample frame and your base from who use the voters register. Your voter register no yenya back and forth voter transfer and opening up the register for new voters and all that. So at what point, because prior to the election, I think sir, even 1 month or 2 months to the election, that's still both parties, MPP and NDC, will be with the voter register. Say you be a film anyway. So, which register and now
good? The 2020 register was valid until the new one was reissued. Ubekaya, look, the people who live and vote in the regions did not change materially from 2020 and 2024. Accra was still number 1, Ashanti number 2. The 2024 register did not change the structure or the position of those parties. So that, or those regions. So it would not, whether you use 2020 register or 2024 is immaterial. By the time we're doing the polling, now you need 2024. So the only one that you can use was 2020.
Okay. Mamemfa etefo enko Facebook. Pacho o share OKFM or Facebook ubehu the predictions of the 2024 election base case 2024 presidential election. Ura Musa Dankwa any Global Info Analytics predicted said NDC benya 150 parliamentary seats and 99 for a year MPP. Presidential 52.2% for His Excellency John Mahama and 41.4% for His Excellency Dr. Bawumia, 2.5% for Alan Kojo Chemating and 3.0% for Nana Kwame Bediako and others 0.9. And I know say in research there's always a margin of errors +1 -1. 52.2 and 56.4, right? 56.6 or 56.4. Rebecca said margin is sukakra. Even though you got it right, what accounted for 4 point something % now? Your base case and to be uncaptured.
Okay, I think base case there's a margin of error of 1.8. Into with 1.8 account base you'll be getting around 54%.
That's true.
So from the upper limit of the forecast, the difference between that number and what Muhammad is getting is about 2%, or slightly 2 and something percent. What accounts for the difference near Bediako and Alan Chiramatin? You can see, say, in the forecast, they were supposed to get a lot of percentages, but that did not materialize. But Muhammad went up above what he was supposed to get. What happened was that at the point of voting, they made a huge change of mind. Yes, I think the fear that the election could be closed, the fear that maybe there may be some rigging, people decided to be resolute in the choices they want to make. They may have liked Alan or Bediako, but they didn't want MPP to have a chance of being competitive. So they voted heavily for Mahama instead of Cheddar and Anakwan Bediako.
As opposed to your base case prediction, And His Excellency Dr. Mamadou Bawumia, the Vice President and the presidential candidate of MPP, say NDC a win election, no, MPP and Omodema NDC, meaning MPP for Ankoto. And he said and insisted, please can we get his voice and play that so that I don't misquote him. His Excellency Dr. Bawumia and Asama Okare say any NDC in the win election, MPP for the chair NDC for. Now, the result of the election now, a sign at year 2020, rather, a MPP for and Ankoto. Ofa Sasemi, any research prediction now, is it true?
You know, I think that statement comes from the UK. Incantity. Oma Kanesama, the council opposition don't win. It's the ruling government that loses the election. I don't think it's absolutely true. Now, you share what happened in Ghana situation. Even if MPP had gone to vote, they would have still lost the election. But maybe the gap will not be as wide as we are seeing it.
How?
Because there are 3 main block or 4 main block of voters or more numbers of Ghana have. MPP, NDC, floating voters, and those who don't tell you which party they belong to, even though they have it. Among those who say they are MPP, not everyone was voting for Bawumia. About 91% of MPP were voting for Bawumia. When it comes to NDC, about 95% were voting for Mahama. The crucial block of voters, which are the floating voters, which everyone needs to win, Bawumia was doing less than 30%. So he wouldn't have had enough floating voters to add to his base to win. So on this occasion, NDC won the election. MPP didn't give it away because even if they had come to vote, the gap would have been smaller, but Mahama would still have won.
NPP stronghold, Ashanti region and Eastern region, and by virtue of the origin of His Excellency Dr. Mamadou Bawumia, Northeast, he comes from Wale. Northeast, MPP won. Eastern region, MPP won. Ashanti region, MPP won. However, in Ashanti region, where a MPP World Bank, as they call it, voter apathy, ama enkofo ankoto abana so high. NDC gaining more, over 600 and something thousand votes, about 30-something%. Unbelievable. Would you say and then the voter apathy in some of your research questionnaires who distribute and then enkofo kan wokumasi ntia omankoto ama MPP?
I think across the country, first and foremost, Ibisa among force, do they believe that the country is headed in the right direction or wrong direction? About 65 say wrong direction on the average for the past 2 years. Now, majority of them, almost Ghana is headed in the wrong direction. And then Ibisa say, which of the following people or persons do you believe has the competence, experience, and the track record to manage our current crisis? You give them Mahama, Bawumia, Cheddar, Alan Chiramatin. Almost none of them. None of them. Almost among those who say they won't vote. So they have lost confidence in the figures we have standing in the election. So Obilibu say it doesn't make any difference whether it is Mahama he votes for, or Alan, or Bediako, or Bawumia. Nothing changes. So why should he go and vote? And for a voter, he must have a good reason to show up and vote. They didn't give them a reason to go out and vote. So Osha, people who were disappointed in the way Ghana has been governed, and yet, and they don't have trust in any of the candidates to take us out. They were the ones who stayed at home.
Yane Ura Musa Dankwa, Executive Director for Global Info Analytics, the leading election poster in Ghana at the moment. And Yane Nutrition Komo. prediction or yeah for election ho ni nyina be mu wachen ekwan ofa so ne research for the past 2 years. They've been conducting research, and the research quantitative research, the friend opinion polls na ekwan ofa so ne say or the electoral commission for voter register no and or the sample frame based on what? Based on the enkrofo omoshe region na omahwe said the region bia etie omonko te se bia higher bia MPP stronghold and I say NDC stronghold there be omo make sure say research no mo impartial prediction na o ma yeni nyina no abem bibia abem na the last prediction or the buyer you know Paul Adumoche be attacking no now there were earlier polls Bako buyer na say Dr. Bawumia was leading at 49.1% and Mahama was leading at 45 point something percent, meaning that even the NPP polls in the did not give Dr. Bawumia a clear lead. And as the constitution states, you need 50% plus 1 before you can become the president. After 49.1% Bawumia prediction polls in the buyer, quickly, I think after a week, and on the another one buyer, 51 point something, and Mahama still maintain prior to the election. And then necessary campaign message, and then necessary voter buying, and then necessary. It may find some research. That's 2 months earlier. The post shows that. Bawumia enya 49.1. Let's say Mahama ebenya 45.4. Said the MPP polls in the eka. And then a besesa ama 45 no ababe pa 49 no ababe is it voter buying inducement sika and say campaign message proud getting close to the election and then abema polls na ama conducting 2 weeks 1 month ago no ebetumi asansa
well opinion polls about election to even gain 1%, 2% over 2 months and yes, so it is very difficult for someone to move from 45% to 5-6 or something. It is impossible in opinion in elections unless something catastrophic has happened to the candidates, and we haven't seen that happen in the country. So it means all those numbers were wrong. In fact, we share your opinion polls are tracking poll. April 2022, now Mahama was 53%. All the way to let's say Ne or Wahi, it's just gone up by 3% according to the actual results. No, over 3 years. So you don't just move from 45 to 51 in 2-3 weeks or 4 months. It doesn't happen like that in opinion poll. Now, we share what was happening in January. Yes, things could change, but we don't leave it blank like that. Say a core opinion poll near a bar, and normally the last one came about 2 weeks before the election, and we believe that we can look ahead into the 2 weeks and put in modeling to see where the numbers will move. What we saw was that about 90% among for say they won't change their mind. So you are set and say those numbers will stay where they are. Then 4% say, oh, they may change their mind. 4%. And that 4% cannot change the outcome of the election. The other 6% almost somewhere neutral. So even if you add the 4 and 6 no, the 10% will not change the outcome of the election. Materially, no, it won't. Now, what may or what could have helped Mahama perform above our expectation was those who were saying that they were undecided at the time. Those people are the most dangerous people when it comes to election. Undecided.
The undecided.
Yes. Now, if you don't maintain a good campaign, good messaging, stay on track, and don't do anything stupid, then they will decide in a very similar way like the race. But when you begin to show certain things in the campaign in the dying days, they will break heavily against you.
Okay, good campaign, good message, staying on track. So His Excellency Mahama was actually leading with 52% since April 2022. according to Global Info Analytics. Enti election year ye to anano memredano said the Honorable Kennedy Japan Ekae, the MPP lost the election 2 years ago, 2022. And Global Info Analytics Eka said omo research omo ye no April 2022 na Mahama LED by 52%. Okay, so good campaign, good message, staying on track. Opening, I haven't done this before, but this is my first time that I'm doing this. Ben, me pachobra, and me bebusa questions based on my first postgraduate research in 2008. Pachompese ushe na flip to producer. Kindly slide it. Pacho Famano on one slide it. Yeah. Now share some of the questions in the questionnaire. You distribute na memfa any questions emfa 2024 about especially people voting based on religious sentiment. Okay. Pacho based on religious sentiment. And Kwafo ka say His Excellency Baumia eye kremuni na ebeye impossible say obeba beye president. In your questions and our questionnaire mo administer no mo bisa sa question we no ana
e bisa mo in a different way. E bisa mo say what are the most 3 important issues befeso e dia toaba, and among them economic, health, education, jobs, water, corruption, religion, ethnicity, and so on and so forth.
Religion,
because religion say religion and ethnicity could become an issue in this election. Surprisingly, no, very small proportion of people say religion and ethnicity will play a role. Very small proportion. But you see, because we see on to top 3, he will, unless the person is very, very ethnocentric, he will not put ethnicity at the top. Unless the person is religious fanatic.
So similar to the research I did in 2008, people do not vote based on religious.
No.
A case of Infantiman West at that time. And religion because I am cosmopolitan community. And the religion, any ethnicity, ube lose it.
Yes.
And I remember the late Mr. Nanabing Pratt, when I chose that area for my research, Ubisam said why? I didn't be a research war. And I'm saying because it's a swing state. Infantiman has been swing. The BI swing SSA. It was me finding out whether campaign message and influence or but however there were other factors like you said their economic status, I mean the living their standard of living, infrastructure, any past government achievement, any their kicker home. But His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the last campaign, the last rally on Thursday prior to the election on Saturday, Ewo Legon, Eka said asofo bi nomne nkofo bi e the religion omani mbegu asepoto. Are you saying say they didn't get it right? Say yemfa religion any ethnicity enye campaign so regional campaign platform so enye ade sesa okeka sa ne manana.
I don't think so because you don't want to open discussion that will bring religious bigotry into national issues, and the same thing ethnicity. But it does not mean that for some people it will not be additional factor they would use to make it easy for them to decide.
In the northern region, His Excellency Baumia Elusi upper east, upper west, there 000 cra. In fact, police station between 11,000 now Baumia 0. It's area see a Muslim communities, not entirely Muslim, but Muslim for Ewohopa. Prior to the election, you say His Excellency Baumia was meeting different faiths. traditional leaders hɔ ɔkɔ shrine hɔ ɔkɔ asɔre Catholic at a point ɔkɔ Methodist cross ɔno koraa na ɔyɛ Methodist brigade boy and all that ɔkɔ sɔfo adum kye hɔ na ɔde ne prayer shawl ɔde agu ne ti. Do you see say saa nneɛma wei ɔyɛ nyinaa no ɛbɛ hɛte the Muslim community which ɛyɛ ne faith a belong to ana?
I think it did, and I had people in his camp that I was trying to tell to say, look, Muslims want you to be straight. Miti hai me a Muslim, me mother a Christian, my father has no religion. So your interaction with them should not be about trying to be like one of them. Be who you are. Muslims don't vote because you are a Muslim. No, they don't do that. And indeed, we hear the history of Muslim voter, naturally a NDC because of historical antecedent, not because of Muslim the faith. Because it dates back to 1969 Aliens Compliance Order, and those who suffered were Muslims. So and yet
the Zongo.
Exactly. And look, we have done polls in the Zongo community, Zongo constituencies, and like that was last year in October, November. Muhammad was getting about 73% of the Zongo votes.
70 what?
3%.
73%
of Zongo votes. Yes.
Of Zongo votes.
Yes. But that was the time I almost say Baumia will win Zongos, and I said there's no way he will win Zongos because Zongos are not voting because you are a Muslim or you are a Northerner. So that was a real difficult thing to swallow from their narrative. And then you look at the Christians. Look, you can be a Muslim and still engage the Christians. Muslims don't go and partake in the worshiping aspect of the Christian faith. They don't do that. That even creates a big gulf between him and the Muslim community.
I think say Bakubina he was reported say Okoji communion.
Muslims don't like that. So the people who were handling him on that aspect of religious relationship, I think they did him a very bad service. They cost him more. And in fact, according to the polls that Nanado was doing better among Muslims than Baumia was doing among Muslims.
Nanado was doing better among Muslims than Baumia.
Absolutely.
Or no, are you Muslim? No.
Yes.
Is it because or Muslim, but who say all men deal with other faith like Obeko shrine ho na yede niam gugu no ho. Look, Obeko sorry na yamane communion na wakoto no agye mpaimo. Look, bakokra okokoti Bible Zachariah quotation bia and also ankoyi asem no kan ro check.
Let me tell you the genesis of his problem among the Muslim communities. It started 2019. Over Kaya, some Muslim girls were prevented from fasting in schools. Oh, Mrs. Central Region or Western Region. Muslim students. He kept his mouth mute. And then it came about prayers. The same thing. It took MPs from the NDC side in Parliament to go and intervene. So they were asking, say, you said you are going there as a Muslim. If something happens to Muslims, you will be there to speak for us. Why are you quiet? That was the beginning of his crumbled support from the Zongo communities. And he continued, and then the religious aspect made it worse. So consistently, he's been doing badly among Muslims. From the polls, it was clear. Every regular poll you see him, he was not doing well among Muslims.
I see. Yet here are someone, His Excellency, the outgoing Vice President and the presidential candidate of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and the Okaikoi South election.
So if you have a program this maybe instead of the time, it's over. Battle, was a battle. I want to be and to the presentation of the point. And why I want to say, so that we are more election. Young lady man in the sea. Yet a woman members were from 2020. Above from 40%. Analysis not a simple. A man look at saying, say, united we stand, divided we fall. This time, we are in pain. And yes, I've seen many people in pain. Maybe I have an abiding belief in God. But to himself, I don't question it. His ways are not our ways. And I should be not until I see. But again, he shall not, and then I have to know. His ways are not his ways. And pray more. Don't start blaming people.
All right, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Asemwa Okafa election say NDC and Winnie MPP for 40% and Uncle Tuaba and Untinema NDC for Winnie. Well, Ora Musa Dankwa Yambra about to Ekwato the third force.
I mean, let me quickly address some of the comment he made. Or see MPP vote look, there's something we call a swing. Oma Motuma Muhammad this time, no, they include 20% of people who in 2020 Omotuma Nanado. So what he's saying doesn't show the clear picture. Overall, there was lower
data, no, only data.
No. So it's misconception to say that, because from the exit poll we did yesterday on election day, 20% of young men and women and old women.
One of the achievements na MPP for edit Dr. Bawumia digitization. Iti campaigning na digitization. Mo research mo busa or favorite candidate for the election. I am not digitization. Eka question any one.
Look, in fact, I think from July 2024, you ran so many polls on the digitization and a 24-hour economy to see which one Ghanaians prefer. On all occasions, 24-hour economy was more popular than digitization. So people, even though some of them liked it, but overall it wasn't getting the massive support from the public. And the priority of the voters was not digitization, but rather on the economy. So when you don't kind of synchronize your message with people's priority, there will be misalignment.
But Nkofo can say 24-hour economy too ambiguous and yet clear. Na NDC for MPP for cry edisre Ura Mahama. There are some commercials MPP for boy ya. Na omoba no mabusa Your Excellency 24-hour no you must sre aka ho any other. You think say make impact be?
That's not the case. In fact, you see, when it comes to campaign message, the simpler and the direct it is, the better. Osha 2016 campaigner, one village, one dam. What does it mean? What did it mean at the time? But people bought into it. So they don't have to understand. They just have to like it. When they like it, they will vote based on it.
So 24-hour economy a clear chain, both solutions and digitization.
Because you see, I asked my mother in the village, what does she understand by digitization? It was very popular among the urban youth, but they know the value of digitization. But beyond the urban youth, it becomes vague.
Okay, 24-hour economy, I know Obiabe free.
Whether it makes sense or they understand, for them doesn't matter.
Okay, man, is a women banking. Obiabe 24-hour economy no matter, so you be free. Right, Yane Ora Musa Dankwa and Etwetwe Nkomo. He's the executive director at the Global Info Analytics. Or the latest, most authentic election poster. Ne election prediction why nyina bem from 2019. by elections in Abem, he consult for multinational companies, including Goldman Sachs and Barclays Capital. 18 credibility is on doubt. However, Yemia Paul Admotre ebe attacking because na ne prediction Emma His Excellency John Mahama Eli the 52.something% and Baumia was trailing behind Mahama with 41.something%. I said Baumia diano sa na bemu, but Mahama diano crowd the edu beka.
Yes.
What accounted for Baumia prediction? Said they all predicted and sa na bemu, but Mahama diano koso.
At least the most intelligent questions have been asked so far. Oshe omo tuma candidates no. Mahama guessed about. The coalition of the candidates. Mahama support they include 72% of NDC people, and then 5% of MPP, and another good percent of floating voters. But Oba Baumia, his base almost supporting almost 92% MPP. So beyond MPP, he has no support from anywhere else. So Mahama has a broad support. So once the Alan numbers are not coming, Cheddar numbers are not coming, they didn't go to Baumia, they went to Mahama because he has a broader appeal. In fact, we hear about 60% of voters are floating voters to Mahama.
Ansana Memoatrasono, Yenya, the latest, the current member of parliament elect, Edema, Okaikoi South. Okaikoi South. Pacho, I said, Eba. For the past 28 years, NDC and renew Okaikoi South da. 28. For the past 28 years, NDC and renew Okaikoi South da. Now, Owa Ernest Adumako aka Kion, a breaking history at the Ama NDC for the first time in Ghana's Fourth Republic political landscape, were winning overwhelmingly at the Ama NDC. Owa Ernest Adumako, widely known as Kion, now parliamentarian elect, MP elect at the Ma NDC. Onya 24,263 as against Dakwa Newman 32,691. Now the election was keenly contested. Pacho producers may send them visuals be na more share. Prior to the election, last days, and Niama Dakwa Newman echicheye enya sam kitwa electronic home appliances na omo kwaji sa niama we nyina sanso etutia ewura Dakwa ene omo anya de patch producer mo mfanto screen so na ahwefo ehwe de ekoso Ola Musa Dankwa minim se opulso no mu se Okaikoi South ebe flip yana.
Yes. In fact, there were several seats around the corridor, and we came to conclusions it is visually impossible to see any seat as no-go seat in Greater Accra. But we singled out one of them that we thought said that one day it would be tough, and that was Okaikoi Central. We said so because now about 20% of NDC4 Etuma Buama, and until that is resolved, he was likely to win. And I think NDC did a good job by whipping their guys into line. Say Oman Tuama NDC4 Omo here current parliament,
I know my Baba Sadiq winning.
Absolutely. And then Kaswa too, the same thing was happening in Kaswa. About 30% of NDC were not to comes in.
Why? I didn't hear.
Sometimes some of the MPs are very good, they are very generous. So they tend to get that sympathy from the voters. The same thing was happening in the Techiman South, Ajim Sakosa. A good number of NDC were voting for him. And then as with German, the same thing.
And in the case of a year Ora and Esadumako, what BT a year Dakwa Newman, and then we India win is overwhelming votes in numbers.
I wouldn't know what he did locally, but one, the current MP was unpopular, very unpopular.
A year
Dakwa, very, very unpopular. And then secondly, the MP people were apathetic about Omonto. So once they are not voting, and NDC guys will vote, there's no way she's going to be able to overcome that kind of.
Pacho, so we share Facebook. The legacy of Honorable Dakwa Newman. And Kofu Kra fan. Ebi Kra home appliances. Ebi Kra a dryer. And wasa ye ni poster edi atari tare. And a man party to ebi akwa kwa jebi so aje a sound bar. And a home theater. Hairdressers and akwaje hairdryers bebree vote buying and inducement.
It doesn't work.
Really?
It doesn't work, no. In fact, it is the reason why MPP lost in landslide.
Eti ediane na Honorable Lydia Sarah Malasa ekochen eno ka unu lose here.
Absolutely. We have a data about 4 weeks before the election where the numbers stood, and then during the election where it went. And the only difference between the two people is that in the last 4 weeks, money sharing and goodie sharing became very heavy. In all the areas, they suffered seriously because of that. In fact, in Ezikumaro in Brakwa, I mentioned that one, MPP was leading by more than 15%. But when they brought in the drip equipment and started sharing money, then they lost grounds.
Wow. All right, Yama, the latest, the newest, the political messiah for NDC in Okaikoi South, Honorable Ernest Adumaku Ekekyo.
Ernest Adumaku on one event. NDC delegate to Abanuma. New hope for Okaikoi South. Egma Beba, Puntu Beba, Mama Baba. Ernest Adumaku. Ernest Adumaku on one event. NDC delegate to Abanuma. New hope for Okaikoi South. Egma Beba, Puntu Beba, Mama Baba.
Honorable Ernest Adumaku Yama Kwaba, congratulations.
Thank you, Abi.
Honorable, what boy Juma papa. And NDC is so proud of you. Metia Eka, with confidence and on authority, say NDC for they are so proud of you. If there's any parliamentary candidate or ma NDC for nya vim, say Okaikoi, say yes South, say yes Central, say yes North, Okaikoi will flip to NDC udimu akutini yepa, because prior to the election, you who say rally bakwa yeah. His Excellency, the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ebasiano, Onoankasa was shocked with the enthusiasm, the support, to me at the bar campaign. At the end of Ushia, Uber into the political limelight, what they are saying.
Abe medasi, but they didn't come in fancy ama wati for any or her funyana. Ene Okaikoi South funyana mechia omo. Na men sansunda o masi wo odokesi o macheme. Say the musifa to abano because na your deficit is about 15,000. Or more to abano might me cover 15,000 na sa de about 9,000 eka home. Which means he say o machere odo actually Ernest Adumaku. Abe ubisa ya na the minister Okaikoi South matana ho ache. And ho na my business ni bibi awo. Na enkofo amafo mu nyuma. Enkofo amaboa wo mo. Edoso bibiri and omunim de maye pen. And omunim de metimi aye. And omunim says bibi enso ameka bia no medi so. And omo san so hwe enyuma mastati ho deda. De boa community no ebini public schools ye innovate ye painti kwan ane ye resurfacing ne niema bebre ene ekunafo a ye hwe wo mo chese niema bebre mu gina niema bebre so no mo de to sa aba no timide na minim enti abra menia panyi Musa Dankwa eka se Okaikoi South is on fire no na I was not surprised because na minim niema e die gu akwan mi niema ye enti hon ma mi hu say the research na we no e credible because na minim niema ma ye e Okaikoi South.
Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Adie baako a wo kan ya na ye mede in your campaign ode inyuma ebeba o ka say printing of books ye share books pa ye printing ewo oman mu a o constituency na ewo say na wo be achieve sa vision ediama o constituency now that you have become the member of parliament elect for Okaikoi South.
Abe medasi ade a medical ni ye papa Mahama edi ho nkomo because baby a Ghana edru no enema bi a ye send ye foreign currency edi import be krum ha unnecessary no e wo say ye twam because books enya ade a uhia serious technology bi na complicated technology how to be produce books we share about 80% of books are ye man use schools ni ade a dodo na firi Okaikoi South ase binim fifiri achirichiri from western na se fomu nyina ba Okaikoi South na befa books edeko other schools mu ne die ntine wo sa companies akesi wo Okaikoi South nanso aban to books a supply ma schools na ye the contract ne ma Ghana fo ye no makokra books na firi amano ende aba enti ade ba ko amene ye papa GM adwen ho ene se anytime biana ye be ma contract se obi and supply books and my in schools or Ghana ha no ye be make sure say e be ka conditions no say wo ni pakra obenya contract no wo import books no e mfiri kurufufuru bia so nemum wo beton no local market na se kobase ye ton no local market na ni pakra nso a ono enya sa contract no mebo modern na kokasa akolobe no said the bay obaba beto do na afiri Okaikoi South said the bay be create employment ama Okaikoi South especially the youth.
You say wo influence our grassroots so no esopa ye oye work the numbers were crazy and no dan chen grassroots no support you pa e dey na ma unyasa acceptance of the grassroots apart from adoye ni nyuma na we no say grassroots for beji watumu a na che say bia we easily accessible. How accessible are you?
Abe the bia youth me no man enam me no man di agro me no me nyadwuma bia na se eye short term adwuma mo anam frɛ omo ene omo ekokoye ena mitimi identify problems ewe Okaikoi South affect youth no ebini den ebini Azuma Nursing Sports Complex first nye nyina kodi agro swimming pool ni ade nyina wo ho ye ja ameho adan forest me mamuti asese Okaikoi South ye hwe companies ahodo e wa ha ye hwe bi di se Promotional carbon ne workers nkwan ya ba 3000 government agiti two from ho any other companies akese obia no even less than 300 workers no na say sika we nyina free Okaikoi South kwa aban ho nanso ye development aka akiri omu sisi yen because o ma fan say what they say bi o the daka bisia painting blue white and red or by winning no omu fa ye nya hwe it's about time ye momu hu say Okaikoi South yenso ni ye development ni bia ebeboa yen adentina ada areas in the developing in terms of development rules and other things na omoteja etima youth no tiase say this time no yem vote ma enestadomako na enima bia na aka achi Okaikoi South ye be fix it sesia Ghana gas ye papa Professor Musa Daromo de Ghana gas baye Ghana gas ACC astroturfs other areas mo be si ba ko mayen Okaikoi South and the youth no kobobo ha je musika 400 cedis asa no mabobo ni nyina ya ade a ha youth no Okaikoi South me mamoti ase se saa de ma no ense se ekoso bio na afisu ya kwan sem ofa bubu ahia areas be brigata ni ho amanfo edware ewie no maso nsufin no ba behwe egu ka kwan nim amanfo si nyema no ma behwe nsufin egu ka kwan e obubu ahye enti wo hwe wanyema wo nya na ha adwentimi identify problems no mo tiase e kire mo kwan e be fa so a resolve enti na dibute no so nya gidie e wo mu because omunim say many o ma na te wo no munim enuma mewo ene emboa me de abo mo penti se makase meya to mo musi nya gidie se ampa kion betimi aye enti na mabunu nyina to di mechi no
Ora Musa Dankwa, Oka say Okaikoi South is on fire no. Sometime now, the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program Executive Officer CEO Kofi Ofosunka say we a kindergarten researcher. Also we a kindergarten researcher. Then where who are who here?
Obviously, they were not pulling. No matter. Because the survey at that time, they will pick the signals we were picking. And I said, I'm going to cover the entire constituency. Look, this gentleman out here, they cover the entire constituency, letter area by letter area. So we can tell you, say, aha, and our modern boy, aha, a form, aha, a fifi, aha, no, MP for those who are. So you can see the granular of the details that you need to get to work with. So you need there also. So obviously, you know, they were not looking. They were not looking, so they were not seeing anything.
What's the NDC for approach you? Say Branafa interpretation or better clarification with the post now or the abano because it was in their favor. Now,
but even when it was against them, corner, they asked for what is wrong with it. You see, the overall numbers was in favor of NDC, but there was certain regions that are more problem. And what caused the problem? In fact, in Ahafo, we found a lot of people are typically Omutuma NDC. They were saying Omutuma MPP. People from the Ever communities who were settlers there, and people who were of northern extraction and the Ghana base. So it sent a bit of alarm bell ringing. But with our experience in Asinov, you say they were not being truthful. Because once you are a settler in somebody's community and you expose yourself, say, somebody against what they do, you will be singled out. So they were hiding their true voting intention. And that is why you can say, on a very good day, Mahama could win Ahafo and Bono. And that good day meant that those guys who were saying, they were actually tricking us. They went for Mahama. That's why Mahama won Ahafo and Bono.
Campaign time, me kwa probo, me kwa Bono region. In fact, I was the fundraiser for the campaigns. Now, me kwa Bono region, you know, Bono region has always been MPP because of Buzia. And Ahafo so in say MPP. But results in the buy no. Na assessor. Enti na me say na dan Baumia na ye bibi na ye omashi ana na Kufuado. MPP abysmal performance no. Eye nanado ho ashi e na affect Baumia ana Baumia na no mompe no.
A combination of all issues. One, Nado is very unpopular across the country. Very unpopular.
Oh, really? Nanadwa opia no man adu show boy nananie.
No. Only 32% of Ghanaians approve of his performance.
32%?
Yes.
And they are approving the performance?
Yes. The highest he's gone to is around 40%.
What about Kumasi?
Kumasi, they give him about 5% of around 5-6.
Even in Kumasi?
Yeah, I mean, it is not across board. I mean, and you're good, sir.
So Nanado is no more popular?
No, for the past 3 years, he hasn't been popular.
So how does it affect Baumia?
Because you see, Omo attached Baumia with him. They are not able to separate Baumia from Nanado, and because it's from the same government anyway. And at a point, you see, I was even telling them, say, they shouldn't allow Nanado to speak on the campaign openly and campaign for Baumia because it reminds them of his failure, and that could affect Baumia.
The last campaign, you said former president President J Kufuor Eko Kumasi kwaye campaign edebo Bawumia. In fact, one Sunday Kufuor speaks omoto media airtime Sunday nyume aya television eyeballs very high. And adechi Monday omo edi Kufuor endorses Bawumia. Kufuor ko Kumasi ko endorse Bawumia. Kufuor Balegon endorse Bawumia. Emma Alanche Martin Krampo and react here. What about the influence of Kufuor? And to me, it's Sananado on popularity.
No, I think Kufuor is seen as a unique character, well respected by MPP and many Ghanaians, and they respect him as such. They wouldn't necessarily take his advice to vote for Bawumia because he is voting for him. No. And look, we are in an era where Amanfo are very strongly opinionated. They can like you, but they won't do what you want them to do. So the amount of influence that you can have on others is dwindling, and the influencing factor for many people is becoming thinner and thinner.
My member Ora Kion, Dakwa Newman, you share videos, Patrol Production, mobile to me show video ni kakra, or chiche electronic appliances, or chiche dryers, and maya kwa jiji, omujia, omantuamano. What were some of the challenges I will face here contesting an incumbent MP? The party so and the war Abeiku. What were some of the challenges? Or how big and how firm in your campaign?
Abe, we na young farmer and a young amanjofona, young fanya disia. Young can use a gun of food in Yansa. Jimmy. What to Obama? 4 years. Well, muda. Ebeka 2-3 months and Ebeka 1 week. Ama was her friends on call police center and conquer trabano. And Ababechen bibi. Now so person children say a common deno 4 years. Na dear Bechem na kotwaba. Wafsi 7 media babechan. There be. And yes, sir. It means a man for frame and a dark or chasing machines or a hair dryer or my 500 Ghana and I'm saying him. Me move yesika son kotraba mame. I won't do it. Name dear. A sitting a many man for Natina from there many of Matana Okaikoi South no. And no number sham with the autoba mame. And yesika me kwa koche. Because uko kutesika na opeso just say vote no kwa koto anasedeng. Enti eno dear a dear na man for ka ho asem but mama na mbo me ho. Because na many o man for na kasa amana kofom. I'm matro mo say a he no mo kofa saa ne man wo mo be cha ma wo na 4 years ni no mo koto abama no wo hefa enti saa ne man a wo che no adentina ko fam bomboa saa sika no na schools na ye man na eco school ho no on fa innovate saa schools no schools class bi abakokra nkunya kro bi ni ho Okaikoi South je won tabodan e wo ho a ne nkora ko mu school senka MPA eboa saa sika no and we decided say we anya ban sika me MP me initiative and my boy sika no and am see ntabodan mabubu si no block worker and to government say command for no kabu be hia so be kwa mo dryer ansa no ma o ma to aba manana me man kwata hwa ma obia the only thing me chaye ayade every year bia me ye ema ekunafo afi bia me ekunafo eniema enti afi no me ye and na enya say oh kion ebe ko election ti no ba be che krafo niam ade a kion every year etina enya ade a enwanwa but so de ye be ko election en wa yere no ho en na wo che niam ade na ye to aba no kra ampo no no gusu eche enam se me manu mu ho
da ko Newman na freo abo abaso congratulate wana
there be on frame na obi na di message bi e share me atin say o posti woni social media handle ntino me ankasa de mene no enkasa ahomaso
enkurudi a wadi ewo Okaikoi South ama eye NDC for eye edutwam eye krabehwe protocol unprecedented ebc da bosha wa share eye NDC for nyina sia obia ani dawso say ubetumi de saa ensachaye no aba omasetena mu edie na ubetumi aka say ɛyɛ animanim ya ubetumi ayama Okaikoi South after January say aban fufuro ɛyɛ His Excellency John Mahama aban ba omo hwɛ nim say bia wo first 120 days and our first 90 days dia obeye
adeɛ baako a main animanim ya ne sɛ me shomanfo bo sɛ me ba be somo mo enyomo na be somme na afin so wo sɛ me yɛ accessible nti first thing me be per office Okaikoi South ebe the MP's office. I am not saying say metena ho 24/7 rather no workers ebe ho say the be ya bibi koso area ubetimi nya baabi aba report because empire hu se to abama ye MPs na wo hwehwe no kwa ka bibi a kire na unhunu po no aka wasema kire no na say be ya at least once or twice in a week ebi a metena office ho na metieti nsem a wo community nim na mehu emwa ene omo a eye omo responsibility say omo ye saa nwuma no ema yen ntisi ane de efa adwumasem ene bia metimi atu anamo kakra afa ho say mema companies bebre wo Okaikoi South no me babo de ahye leaders no na mapo mo chew boy ye youth medican agi data omo mawie university omo mawie SHS omo mawie JHS ene omo won sa ndwuma na me wasa data no ho ntimi ni adwumanfo nyine ba bihia na mapo mo chew se anytime bia na opportunity beba so omo fa nkrofo adwuma no omo contact me na mo ba me hu number omo pe na me supply mo with the list no man kasa enye omo selection no ntimi emfa embaburu ni adwuma na efa akwansem ene Azuma Nurses Sports Complex ene Kanishi Polyclinic ni ade a entwa ye ne de eno no age se yetwen ema aban eteki over na ye appoint ye ministers na ye hu omo a ye omo responsibility for our roads, for our hospitals and na se for na fe ne start ma ko abomoden ne omo akodi nkomo na ye de saa ha nyina ato saa asoafo na ministers nanim ne ehu embo ombetim de aboa ba sesi and the immediate ade be ye be per office ye bema ye betimi aye accessible to the people of Okaikoi South na fe ya hwe enwuma ye betimi ape amankrofo mo pe adwuma enumanimu ya enu ne ade be na enumanimu ya yi
Ora Ernest Adumako aka Kion F5 video so the asidama Okaikoi South constituents NDC fo nyina branch executives constituency executives NDC fo ne omo nya NDC fo nyina supporting to Abama Noma and Wabeye Member of Parliament elect for Okaikoi South in 28 years ABC or NDC Abakwase Muda Urakion and Abeje NDC free MPP Kwasumu Okaikoi South Oshabose and Manimi or the office ABC Okaikoi South e be adwumafo asiwo bibi how bia ko office wo fakoto omanim na se aban enya form ne ministers wie pe Azuma Nurses Sports Complex atetia pansam no ene akwan na enkoso yie no obehwe se one ministers are responsible de masa infrastructure yi ebidi sawoso na enumanimu no yesiesie ni nyina we eye anhoba ana bosha ora Ernest Adumako edema Okaikoi South nyina ujiri se MPP for so to abama okio
bibri kwa because every time be about to abano ana na mekana na MPP LED Okaikoi South ababe 15,000 ebi wo mpayi enti MPP for no dodo na nya gidi omi mu danomo MP no enti MPP for dodo na to because menya MPP for voter anka there's no way committee me arene because Okaikoi South na MPP for those on hopa but MPP for dodo na nya gidi ewomi mu na omoto abano ema me timi cover 15,000 esade 9,000 esade ka ho ti abeku omaya ade ɔma yɛ adeɛ nyame nhyira mu bebree nyame nhyira mu
aha ɛna yɛde ɛnɛ nkɔmmɔtwitwe ebesi mamembra owura Musa Dankwa so na anyway nkrofo so mbɛhwɛ Paul Admoche good evening Ghana na ɔmahwɛ sɛ ɛdɛn na Paul ɛbɛka after excuse me reducing you to nothing say unim bibia unim say the research na PhD for you say no mere research the CEO of National Entrepreneurship Way or crowd also a kindergarten poster meaning the ne obeka any aba edufa ewa edufa bibia boko de me say also na o support ewaba na one honorable sosu a contest here no so be wini why ade pa wa report honorable worry onu so the choir jams e de Shatawale e ko bo concert e de ma ayi Madina fo na vacho o say adenta na what is Shatawale fitiosi su perform adenta da na election time wakotam Shatawale aba be show adenta say eno be mo anya vote na Shatta for say mommy ene scanning nyina hye oya ga discani biebie nyuma mankrofo aya musua enestadumako oya grassroots pa ti adu fa wadan fo no so anko yiye crack MPP fo a elusi nyina no eya MPs na elusi nyina enye bibia o eya hantai omo ya arrogant omo muade omo munipa because omo be MPs. They were nothing before Omobe Abeiku. They were nothing. TMA. Ebinu kura nye adwuma da. Ebinu ni work experience. Ba Omobe ye adwuma no. Ana Omobe Abeiku no omu munipa. Sabi omu ni media fo bi kasa krampo no sebe. Media nim. Na uye media ni aka no kura wunsu ade a o ma sika intimidate you because ye who politicians aba akọ ye da so tim. Enti MPP fo a elusi omusiti nyina eya hantan ne ahomaso omumu ade omumu nipa na perifo say the stubborn fly who refuses advice follow the corpse to the grave. Enti mu na mudi ba omechi eko eye opposition se mutie futu a MPP fo bi etie futu ebe Global Info Analytics Research eye adwuma no ekoyiye ma omo manfa Global Info Analytics Research anye adwuma no ankoyiye amom eti ora Enesadumako MP elect for Okaikoi South mejina Okaikoi South for so anamu adawase se oye businessman ba watu wasi wose opese oboa constituency uwo sika deda but constituency ni mpuntu ni yedi enti na wo sacrifice sa wo pese obo onyankopon e ma ahode ni nyansa na faye adwuma wa hye o manfo no bo sa wo pese oye minim so pese o ka bibi twato a
abe me da se ya se da na afi so meda yan president ya papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama meda na se wona futu ene ma Melodina na afi so yenua panyin Julius Honorable Julius Debra ene Honorable Valerie Sawyer ye national chairman ene ye national executives ene ye regional chairman Honorable Ni Ashimo ene regional executives nyina medomu nyina ase ene Okaikoi South constituency executives branch executives all the coordinators nankopon enhyira mu nyina ni adwumaden a moyeye house to house monda anado na nyina na ye adwuma medamu nyina ase Okaikoi South medamu nyina ase omo moto aba mame emaame omo manto aba mame mu nyina medamu nyina ase enkankan mu amunya agidi onwumu nyankopon enhyira mo na mehyɛ mo bonso sɛ bibibia na stadomako mede ma no kan no sɛ de muni medada no me make sure sɛ bidi so na Okaikoi South nso de yɛhwehwɛ no yɛnsa aka nyankopon hyira mo nyina mede bibia ase
Owa Musa Dankwa your closing remarks.
Oh, yeah, we are just a company that does opinion polls and market research. The Ebekane say the report to be bad about here, my amount from Feniagro. You're bias, very objective. Into the bar almost. I mean, we just wish them say they shouldn't discredit things that people do without basis. And at this firm, all of us, even who are almost research students, are almost here in free and change. And I believe we are making a lot of difference to them and what they are studying. And also in this country, we've made an impact with regards to this election. So we thank everybody who followed us and supported us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Ora Musa Dankwa, the Executive Director, Edema Global Info Analytics, for your time and the education, the enlightenment today. Pacho, bombe pray.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Lash Studio UK. Train to become an eyelash technician with Lash Studio UK. Create beautiful lash styles. Gain an internationally recognized accredited certificate. Contact us at 0247 550 708. Visit us at lashstudiouk.co.uk. Follow us and book your appointment without delay on Instagram at Lash Studio UK. LASHED. lashstudio.co.uk.
This Christmas, let's embrace our heritage and strengthen our bond. It's time to reconnect with family and friends, to share stories and spread love, joy and peace. Celebrate an Afrocentric Christmas with us at the MTN Festival of Night Lessons and Carols 2024. Join us at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center on the 20th of December. Gates open at 6 p.m. On the bill, Krumpa, Perez Music, Joe Metal, Efia, and Kitty. Experience Christmas with a difference at the MTN Festival of Night Lessons and Carols. This event is strictly by invitation.
My man, I heard there's a new app on the streets that does it all for you.
Really? How is that possible?
Charlie, I also could not believe it too. But I downloaded the app and I'm telling you, I was able to chat with my friends, make video calls and...
Well, we know of many apps that can do that.
Oh, let me finish la. I was also able to listen to the latest songs, play games and read the latest sports news.
For real?
Yeah, and I can send and receive money from the app. Amazing, no?
What's the name of this app?
It's called Ayoba.
Ayoba.
Yeah, Ayoba.
Get Ayoba, your all-in-one app that lets you chat, call, share, play, pay, and listen to music all in one app for everyone. Enjoy Ayoba with MTN and download the Ayoba app today. Everywhere you go.
Kwame, mi ya umwao. Me ba penyin no kane no oni made pa. Na so na se boa no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple gra. Fa no ko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai samani abrewate. Me ba bo na me ka asma chwa me fa ne ko Eye Care clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wo no mo a. Wo de sua enko yie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wo tie anima na so wo tie akire. E ba ne sa. Fa no bra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Nye nhwemu mfa na ni no. Oha bia entam so yebehwe na esia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ni yade no eba emonka ye. Wadwe ye se bibia ye fine. Wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso na esiche yade no. Aya na momani yade pa.
Sapepepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu wankwa check up awani ho kra no. Enyem prenu. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wono wabusua nyina. Ebra ni enya hwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho ohaw bia no ye behwe ni asia no e de amamo ye wo Abeiku mfidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de ye san hwehwemu no ye dwuma efo nso de wani wote enti ba ye beje o felso White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon ye be MTN office kese no free wo 024 225 1983 and 024 045 2992 White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Wenny Ano Kania.
Okay, FM 101.7. Okay, FM
Se fie bibia eni yen kofi yenko bibia ni jewo bibia tinke mo den wo bibia cereal wo enen puse to de bibia ye tinisu yenko bibia ye betumi a kire ya adwene na yenya sembia
and sent sweet
bibia ye de nwuma ye pepa sasa ya saketwa no a eye niwo no yenko fie bibia odo ohwe eni eni jiewo
Babia ni ho a esifie MTN home ever with data bundles for na odi account fee no any Abeiku amounting time and what a quantum so hotband.mtn.com.gh and what my MTN app no so na shasia eneya
MTN. Okay, FM 101.7.
Looking at one side. Hey, yes sir. Hey, go from me. Go from me. Hey, one leg to the left side, one leg to the right side, one leg to the. Listen, let me shoulder. Are you ready? Listen, one leg to the left side, one leg to the right side, one leg to the. Everybody go down low. Everybody now go down low. You can feel that vibe. Energy. You can feel that vibe. You can feel that vibe. Hey, let's go.
want the boy? Show me your boy. What's your boy? And I'm the boy. So you want the boy? Show me your boy. Show me your boy. What's your boy? And I'm the boy. Come out, boy. Come out, boy. Come out,
Let me pop is a thing where the people they dance, everybody they go crazy. Then they go crazy. Let me pop is a thing where the people they dance, everybody they go crazy. Then they go crazy.
You want the boy? Show me your boy. What's your boy? Minister. You want the boy? Show me your boy. What's your boy?
Turn up the head. Let the music work. The party on the way till 9 in the morning. Is that deep like I see? Is that enjoyment minister? Turn up the
You know how to ball in the song. It's the arm swing when you fuck with a thumb. And DJ Quan with a pup to his arm. Let the champagne fly in the air to some bomb. Lights up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, Go to Ram sign, put your rights up. Everybody up in the club, put your hands up. What? Got money in your pocket, put your hands up.
Shake your body, yeah. Mommy, when I'm on me, follow to me. Hotline at you, hotline. Spit it again, ziggy, ziggy, for me. Stupidly. Why? And why? Got to be why? I'm losing my money. Shake your body, yeah. Mommy, when I'm on me, follow to me. Hotline at you, hotline. Spit it again, ziggy, ziggy, for me. Stupidly. Why? And why? Got to be why? I cannot wait no more. Baby, bust the loose, let's get the party active. I love your attitude, I cannot wait no more. Baby, break it loose up on me. I'm in the mood.
Hello, Monica. Can you come over? Make it chop love and tuna. I want you here, don't send me your tuna. I don't mind that Uber driver. I go fit by that Uber. Oh my God, pardon me, Monica. Let me your baby, and I go make problem, no be money. See how the girls with the one fake booty girl, no they near me. Don't get rich, I got that cheddar. She know they fear me. Be my body. Hello, money. I want you here, don't set me up.
I'm unavailable, and no they see me. 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 I'm sorry for who won't be my matter soul. I'm only human, so make nobody around. Say I carry woman, no much shit I'm where I forgot it. Fuck all you rumors. I know said when I talk, say I be pass up. You I'm unavailable, and no they see me. 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 Living my life, I don't have no time. Like, come see me shining, like you can touch on my eye. Changing my life, I'm a brownie. She got me going. This fucker come on, freedom. I'm sorry, straight for the bush. Look at the spirit. Straight for the bush. Look at the spirit. Cause I'm a straight for the bush. Look at the spirit. Straight for the bush. I'm unavailable, and no they see me. 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 Go get 'em. See them breezes on my feet. But I go down to the rhythm of the beat. I know say sometimes I fall on my knees. Don't sweat ready on your coupon. Lord, give me some peace. I can't believe me feeling me alone. Energy was so I'm on the alone. Still ready on what's up, that's a bit of a I go give you thanks and praise. Never feeling me alone. Energy was so I'm on the alone. Still ready on what's up, that's a bit of a I go give you thanks and praise. My way to so good. So be from this one. It's so much over. So be from this one. Now I'm moving higher. And I'm moving, I'm moving. I'm moving, I'm moving. I'm moving from zero to hero. Zero to hero. Yeah, zero to hero. Zero to hero. Never
6 out of galley. And 2G and I get 20. These things say I go look funny like Joe. Get to you, make money. In the past they gave me orders. But lately they take my order. With a big move across the border. Next year, Adam featuring Rihanna. Go get amazing grace. Now be a new singer club. Father of a sing dope. I keep the dates. I'm a come out though. I feel you do I do. For you, my cheat, you I get fake. Come on, try you, my G, as a bandage. I'm sure I die, don't go make you die. 0 to hero, slow to the rise. Street beat up my waist is over. It's moving from the sun. And it's off my shoulders. It's moving from the sun. Now I'm moving higher. And I'm moving. And I'm moving. I'm moving from 0 to hero. 0 to hero. Yeah, 0 to hero. 0 to hero. G4 in a trusty. 2G10 I get my own key.
Paludaye, yeah. It's Kim Paludaye, yeah. I did not pick it. I pick it. I did not pick it. I pick it. Shaking my mirror, I get it. But plus it's one, I pick it. Kim Paludaye. This is for the market. This is for the market. But I have to spend the money. This is for the market. Come away from me. Come away from me. But I have to spend the money. This is for the market. Come away from me. Come away from me. But I have to spend the money. I just thought about it. Just thought about it. I cannot pick it. I pick it. I cannot pick it. Shaking my mirror. Shake it. Plus it's one. I pick it. Can probably do it. This is for the market. I was spending money. This is for the market. I'm gonna bust I don't try to bust feel if you're here, but the animal must bust I saw you, my son, I saw you, my son, the beat is sad, the beat is mad, it's like I got I saw it, my son, I saw it, my son, oh, yeah, what is a man? So, oh, yeah, what is a man? First, nobody go yai, and if I fed. Oh, yeah, what is a man? So, oh, yeah, what is a man? First, nobody go yai, and if I fed. Can't get a good match. Don't I yes, I'm not the same.
Wafemi, mami psycho. And I said, tell me the mix up was to me the idea. And I said, me the Savage in Italia. Yes, here to see us the food here and then I'm a psycho. So we just come back fast, I could. I've been able to do the cigar here on you. That's your cigar outside here on you. My wrist. Oh, roll it.
it, baby, all for you. My wrist, my wrist, my wrist. Oh, roll it, baby, all for you. Supu, always see me. Supu, always see me, always see me, always see me. Supu, always see me. Supu, always see me. Supu, always see me, always see me, always see me. My love is up to date. We have to activate. Sure. Make we communicate, get. Standing by my gate, asking for a date. You want to be late. Vanilla or chocolate, banana or strawberry, papaya or cranberry, strawberry, cranberry, vanilla or chocolate, banana or strawberry, papaya or cranberry, strawberry, cranberry.
Drop the song, make me dance. DJ Camila, drop the song, make me dance. Yeah. Where the party there today? Hey mama, hey I heard the same. Shake your body when you're gonna. Hey mama, hey I heard the same. So where the party there today? Hey mama, hey I heard the same. Shake your body when you're gonna. Hey mama, hey I heard the same. You make such for no reason. Don't you know say this be our season? Did the brain make us fall, right? You dreaming. I'm better now, yeah. You make such for no reason. Don't you know say this be our season? Did the brain make us fall, right? You dreaming. I'm better now, yeah, who's soon at me, yo? Chasumo, who's and Bemo. But you know, say God in control. Yeah, and get better now, yeah.
Medasi.
Why the party there today? Hey, mama, hey, I ever say. Take your body when you're gonna. Hey, mama, hey, I ever say. So why the party there today? Hey, mama, hey, I ever say. Take your body when you're gonna. Hey, mama, hey, I ever say. I'm going in.
Socialize media pressure.
Before you go, make I give you for the last banana. If you tell me what you want, you want the front, you want the back, make I give you for the last banana. Salmon, make I give you for the last banana. If you tell me what you want, you want the front, you want the back, make I give you for the last banana.
Special delivery. The meaning of the mark, the look be a rock star. Canana, let's get it, connect with the sunseat. But wait, we don't stop. Lights, come around, I check, let me go right. To be a new million, tell them we're retired. That tire, coming on, city girl get fire. City girl, man, I'm go down. Playing it will be until the collection. Never lay up on the book, playing it shit, go find two face for a gig, go get him. You know, be a no better. Let him make man and go gaga. Tell him, come and get out to Kara. Pull over who you Gucci and Prada.
Make you no try me, come down. Even the boys will make you wonder. We play for the street and out. Twitter to me, we go give you a hangout. If you like, we go drop and back to the Zimba. If they see you turn us in there, than the Avenger. Now we gonna piano with the remix, the Asonto. They no feed bitch from a piano with the rebrand, the Coco. Cause we go break another one with the clap in the bendo. With the clap in the bendo. Then we hold From now to December, we can drop some hits for the sisters. Everybody go bend down and break your waist. Gonna piano the enter, go bad energy back to the sender. My feelings all day for some guy. Everybody like me and there was temper. To and fro, they never know say we can do. I'm gonna be to the weed and bros, the enjoyment of the weekend. To and fro, they never know say we can do. Making back with a tongue, what do we got? I'm paid. How shall you papa, Sunday?
I know what I got to a gig. To keep pushing, so like a rocket. Run up a plus of my baby. Tell her in there she can't get me by it. I feel now I can so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. You know I can so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. I feel now I can so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. You know I can so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. Beat that back girl, rope I can sickle the foot to a woosakoko. Go down the mommy pap bolobo. Went to Jabba, Masubo, Makobo, Blacko, Ofoko, as a one popo, chop, 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 to reckoning, I will lash you back to do. Day by day, better for you, they go. I want to lose you, try, you know, go. Chicken and piece over there, go for my pressing me. Okay, let's go back to Taco, so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. You better look at so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. I feel like so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. You better look at so much in backward, so much in backward, so much in backward. Super, you always see it. Oh, God, give me you, kind of follow. Look at me, you kind of follow. Only mommy are there. You know, struck about Tingo. Hear me pumping all over. Can't I bike in my room, Congo? It's in Balago, Calasha, one night, I could look at one name of it is so many princess. You're the name, but come on, no best. Okay, she left for Betty. Well, I mean, I was that you. Better than you, better than you. About the boy, when I'm good.
You're welcome to the world of viral speed.
After electing, no campaign. No campaign. After electing, no campaign. And then let's go get to and then let's go get to
Because I want baby to step in the circle and dance with me. When I get happy, I'm that sweet music play. All I want to know is where my baby is. Because I want baby to step in the circle and dance with me. I will say it, I will say it. I
want some Rosalinda. I go love you forever. I'll be my lover. Anyone is proud of my hammer. Can't pay man, can't pay man, can't pay man, can't pay man. Some of y'all want me. I do this, but baby, like you show me. I don't know. You know me, the QB. Ram pam 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 pam. Ram pam 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 pam. Hey, baby. I do this. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, show me what's in our photo. So now come on into that one. If you want to crash your company property, you know that you're not calamity. And if anybody they put you in a suicide, even if I want to go there, don't be in a suicide. Then I'll make a call you from them and go your suicide. Suicide. I'm not gonna know them, they get it, then I get to you. Loving the way that you kill everything, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby, I do baby. My best in
Mete baba no don't ebe. Ati bedo ba. Amam put na dam into mchele. Na krado bunse mumania. Istina musia baze. Ota na hapa zishewa. Kafu ni west munsare. Ronga hapo ni central. Itamale vome kauga. Kana vunyi na munse mwe. gonna be Friday. You're the penny better, man. Let you money, I don't complain. And that's what you are, my boy. Listen, I'm gonna see you. Biggest so party of the year, strictly by invitation. It's an all-white party. Come join the celebration. We got a bamboo and to lap, but all right to take a look at the yam, but the lips, that's my night job. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, tell somebody, start with the sense. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, tell somebody, I'm vibing too. I gave me a moment too. But now I got you right, you're not listening. I'm in Jelly, it's young Coco, and I did it. I'm very guys, I told you, I saw your original player. Give me a moment, take one, I go where you are. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode. Hey, I'm in love, I can sex you, yeah. Now I see you, yeah, you're back in your my leg. Hey, I'm in love, I can sex you. Medas, catch it. Biggest house party of the year, strictly by invitation. It's an all-white party. Come join the celebration. We got a bamboo and to lap, but all right to take a look at the yam, but the lips, that's my night job. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, tell somebody, start with the sense. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, tell somebody, I'm vibing too. I gave me a moment too. And you're vibing. But now I got you right, you're not listening. I'm in Jelly, it's young Coco, and I did it. I'm very guys, I told you, I saw your original player. Give me a moment, take one, I go where you are. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode. Hey, I'm in love, I can sex you, yeah. Now I see you, yeah, you're back in your my leg. Hey, I'm in love, I can sex you, oh yeah. Now I see you, yeah, you're back in your my leg. I've been for sending my mom, so I just say I'm gonna be bad. Oh my baby, don't stop shaking for that. You said you're my mom, so I just say I'm gonna be bad. Oh my baby, don't stop shaking for that. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode.
What's my kindness? A hobby for CJ. That's right. Open Empire. Say your party, no matter that's it. Abeiku Santana. Strictly by invitation. If you need you on probation. So just say yeah, you better fix it. Yeah, you party, yeah, you're not let. That's right. I said one in the pipe. In here, and the family of body. I don't mean I'm a psycho. VIP flowing Bernie. So blue flowing country. Her sister swear your lipstick. The Johnny or one in the bossa.
Somebody, back to the next episode. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode. Don't just stand and watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, love somebody, back to the next episode.
do me like love and it. Stick one minute, one day, come ride my pumpkin. The way you move that thing, girl, come and shake me. Shake. Make you not try me, come down. We be the boys with the make you one down. We there for the street and out. We touch me, we go give you a bang down. If you like, we go drop and back to the Zimba. If they see you, can must end there, can the Avenger. Now we gonna piano with the remix, the assemble. Then no feed each one a piano with the rebrand, the coco. Cause we go play another one with the trap in the bendo. With the trap in the bendo.
It's been a long week. Yes, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. Now, you did not do any banner here. Over here, as I'm a voice of Coca-Cola, NJ Muswani Tian, Meniaji Pass, Mahama Winnie. Meniaji to say die a woman. Meniaji papa because Sagamama Winnie and Kadia Mudiba. Adia Mudiba, you know. Eti Yakupo, Medawasisa, one mamma Nimo Luase. Mami Kenke, no, Mami Conqueno. Yakupo Medawase. Say Yakupo, Mamma Nimu Luasida. Cause me say my time for na mo bompae say mahama enlusi ebinu krasi ye yimedi yo enyewe time no so ame ameko na ebi bompae say mama lucia ade de ba be ba usi wunye nyankopon ni makoma nyankopon ni say menye nipa bonefo nyankopon ni say menye obi a metai obi a Yankupon eni makoma eti se wudi matem o se ye den o Kristo agenkwa no kura ye di matem eti me ni ho so obi bedi matem a ese ehame ana se me mane ye me ya debi eti Yankupon ena ma omampani mahama ewini na ebese se omampani mahama adwuma no sopa empire ne yebama ade ba ko aminim se omampani mahama wo eya hobrase nyamusuo ene odo ene tema Yankupon ma won fasa tema ahobrase ene odo emfambu oman no memum ebinum omabo oman no kro no de omampani uya ho hwe a enye yi oya wo hwea enyi amapani ma se binum didi emaburu na tem se emaburu ni yesese besramo munya abotre ma wo sa ukoto se asamo asi wo ba bi abisa se anan no de na si yo Enchebia yebeko peace na yakofa nonsia kasebo mamfa enkratoi entwem mepacho Showmax digital terrestrial television na esanso online www.showmax.com ubetumi ahwe movie bia wope American movie English Premier League ubetumi ahwe ni nyina international and local series ubetumi ahwe blockbuster movies ubetumi ahwe ni nyina Showmax so obi a wo smart TV utumi connected to internet and now internet monitor utumi connected to internet and now so monitor utumi connected to internet no ubetumi ahwe TV ya abrochire ubetumi ahwe Premier League we hear decoder and one say what dial www.showmax.com now udu memo and now say o Visa card and now Mastercard etua ubetumi ahwe channels be bre entiko Meko streaming Showmax streaming for Ghana. Go TV say festive season yama bronya na ye de bronya no asset enti bomodian say o Go TV a obe upgrade e de aba Go TV Super Plus yama discount yesan so upgrade you with just 265 Ghana cedis. Enjoy more amazing content. Bring away and no ma every TV and kwadano share cartoons na mpedifo ehwe Akwaba Magic movies also local series also Cartoon Network Disney just a fun any J Go TV so 265 Ghana cedi per enti se Ugo TV decoder you disconnect wa ko Kotia na connect back dial star 759 hash o dial star 759 hash e betwa atum ebi obi beba besra obronye e wo fie hwese wo dem nkonya atete a wo be fixe se wo living room nkonya ni bi abubu a hwese wo be fixe ba opera for any chain latest from showroom ya ye nkonya efe nkonya hodo upholstery de leather de open sofa open couch open 2-in-1 baako single baako ana open set open 3-in-1 ubenya nkonya nyina enya no nko a empower wardrobe closet dressing mirror cabinet ni nyina latest foam ye tombi okoye showroom bia ubenya enema bi ema the popular latest foam mattress wa brabo mo nyonko for 0302 231155. Se eshishia na de enunti Kivo hot pepper ye kawo se o pepper soup bi ana light soup bi o aduane bi a wo beye jollof ayama meko kakra enkom meko ewo yemu a ekum emoamoa me pacho yaye Kivo 4-in-1 hot pepper Kivo hot pepper moko show momodi anse ubenya bi chop bar school restaurant student obia se upese wonu aduane na wonche ho a enya afi na wo tomeko na watete meko no na wa horo ana wapoto dabi eno ane se wato Kivo hot pepper moko show Emma Ijiban oil hot oil spicy no I don't so aka home MTN we there for you everywhere you go and yaka MTN yaka Ghana network papa enya Ghana kwa the whole Africa open the best telecommunication network MTN MTN so wo share poase kura yaka sa ote ye frawa ote MTN edi say MTN SME game changer biaba na business solution ayadema small medium enterprises enkrofo ebiebie nyuma nketwa ye ma internet router me say me call container bi a omoto aduane omo wifi awom when your friend 4G router etifre MTN for near ma 4G router with 10 gig data free. Yes, also a Microsoft Office 365 genuine Microsoft application ya customized website at the amount open say ya website ma MTN ya be we nyina at the amount open data any airtime at the amount workers ni nyina your package at the amount for 0244 308 111 0244 308 111 MTN we there for you everywhere you go. The only try to cry White Stone Eye Clinic. White Stone Eye Clinic say when he kekao ana unhuna de bra White Stone Eye Clinic ope ahwehwaniwa foforo ya wode efe ya wode ni frame no so kama aha enti sa wo frame abua bra White Stone Eye Clinic obana ni hu ade fare bra White Stone Eye Clinic when you call bra White Stone Eye Clinic Fred Doctor was 024 225 1983 024 225 1983 Mamenfa a special dedication in Chato Hey, a special dedication. It's your birthday, Reverend Dr. Freeman Osei Tete. Reverend Dr. Freeman Osei Tete, the head of operations at the Assemblies of God Church. Onyankopon Enshirao. Onyankopon Embo Hobai. Onyankopon Man Kwatenten. I really appreciate you. This is the message from Mama Sewa, Despite Media, UTV Marketing and Corporate Office. Osei Enkomao. Reverend Dr. Freeman Osei Tete. Reverend Dr. Freeman Osei Tete, the head of operations at the Assemblies of God Ghana. Assemblies of God Ghana. And now your birthday. Yakupon Enshirao. Oma Kwatente. Omba Hobai. Na Oma Wasifu Nyina Enye Nshira. I really appreciate you. Is the message from Mame Sewa. When so every your wife, Mrs. Osei Tete, Mrs. Osei Tete, Mrs. Enid Osei Tete, Osei, I'm blessed to have an amazing husband who I can always count on no matter what. The man who loves me at my best and my worst. Happy birthday to you, Reverend Dr. Freeman Osei Tete, from your wife. Happy birthday to you. I'm sorry for aha ena yede dwumadie no ebesi